People are saying your voice carries power plus authority. Your voice will make you a millionaire. My beloved child. Listen closely, because something rare is unfolding right now. People are not imagining it when they say your voice carries power and authority. There is a weight in your tone that commands attention even when you speak softly. When you open your mouth, rooms shift. When you speak truth, people pause. This is not learned behavior. This is a gift placed inside you long before today. Many have talent, but very few have presence. And presence is what turns words into influence. Right now, unseen doors are aligning, because the world is quietly searching for voices it can trust. Stay till the end, because what you are about to realize will change how you hear yourself forever. Here is the revelation most people never discover. Money does not chase effort alone, it follows authority. And authority flows through sound. Your voice was designed to persuade, to calm chaos, to awaken belief, and to move decisions. That is why strangers listen longer than they should. That is why people remember your words even after conversations end. You may not have noticed, but opportunities have already been responding to your frequency. This is not about shouting louder. This is about resonance. When your voice speaks with alignment, value follows naturally. Something huge is waiting for you on the other side of understanding this truth, so don't skip this moment in your mind. Now hear this carefully. Millionaire voices are not always famous voices, but they are intentional voices. The shift begins when you stop hiding your sound and start honoring it. When you speak with clarity, the right people recognize you. When you speak with confidence, resources reorganize around you. Your voice is a bridge between who you are now and the life that is trying to meet you halfway. This is the moment you stop doubting what you carry. Stay present. Something powerful is activating as you listen. Your voice is not random. It is currency. And once you use it with purpose, the world will respond. Pause for a second and feel the silence around this message. There is a reason your words land differently than others. When you speak, people don't just hear sound, they feel certainty. This is why some individuals rise without chasing attention. Their voice does the work for them. You were never meant to blend into noise. You were meant to cut through it. Stay till the end of this part, because the shift happening now is subtle, but it is permanent. Here is what few understand. Authority is recognized before it is proven. That is why leaders are followed before results appear. Your voice carries that early signal. It creates trust before explanation, belief before evidence. This is why conversations change direction when you speak. This is why people ask for your opinion even when they don't realize why. The world rewards clarity, not confusion. And your voice was built to clarify. Something huge is waiting for you once you stop underestimating how powerful your tone already is. Now listen carefully, because this is the turning point. Wealth responds to influence, and influence responds to conviction. When your voice aligns with truth, it becomes magnetic. You don't chase opportunities, they recognize you. You don't beg to be heard, people lean in. This is not about becoming someone else. It is about removing hesitation from how you speak. Stay grounded in this moment. What is awakening now is not confidence alone, it is command. Your voice is not just sound. It is leverage. And once you respect it, life will start respecting you back. Notice how your attention is still here. That is not by accident. People with ordinary voices drift away from moments like this, but you stayed because your inner world recognizes what is being revealed. Your voice was designed to hold space, to keep people listening even when nothing else is happening. This is why silence bends around your words. This is why your presence feels heavier than your volume. Stay till the end, because this understanding is about to go deeper. Here is the truth most never hear. Every era rewards a certain frequency, and this era rewards voices that feel real. Not perfect, not polished, but grounded. Your voice carries that grounding. It makes people feel safe enough to trust and strong enough to act. That is why your words calm tension, even unintentionally. That is why when you speak with certainty, others begin to doubt their own fear. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize that your voice is not meant to entertain, but to lead. Now let this sink in slowly. Influence multiplies when intention meets consistency. Each time you speak with clarity, you train the world to listen. Each time you stop yourself, you delay alignment. This is the moment to stop shrinking your sound. Stay present with this truth. Your voice is not asking for permission anymore. It is asking for direction. And once you give it purpose, your life will start moving at a speed that surprises even you. There is a moment when power stops whispering and starts expecting responsibility. This is that moment for you. Your voice is no longer in preparation mode, it is in activation mode. You have already noticed how people mirror your certainty when you speak with calm focus. That is not coincidence. That is alignment responding to you. Stay till the end of this part, because what you understand here will change how you show up in every conversation from now on. Here is the hidden advantage you carry. While others try to convince, your voice confirms. While others explain, your tone decides. This is why authority follows you without announcement. Your sound carries structure, direction, and finality. That is why people trust you with responsibility, secrets, and decisions. Wealth follows those who reduce confusion in the world. And your voice does exactly that. Something huge is waiting for you once you stop questioning whether you are ready and start realizing that readiness has been waiting for you. Now anchor this truth deeply. Every time you speak with intention, you are shaping outcomes beyond what you can see. Your voice is not only influencing people, it is influencing timing. Delays shorten when you speak clearly. Resistance softens when you speak steadily. This is the moment you stop holding back your expression. Stay present with this realization. Your voice was not designed for small rooms or temporary impact. It was designed to scale, to multiply, and to open paths that others cannot access. What activates now is not ambition, it is authority stepping fully into its role. Something shifts the moment you stop doubting and start trusting what flows through you. Your voice was never meant to ask for approval, it was meant to set direction. That is why when you speak with calm certainty, hesitation in others dissolves. You may not always see it, but your words reorganize energy in the room. Stay till the end of this part, because what is forming now is the foundation of lasting influence. Here is the deeper realization. People follow voices that sound aligned, not desperate. Your tone carries balance, and balance creates credibility. This is why opportunities respond to you even when you are not chasing them. This is why doors open after simple conversations. Something huge is waiting for you when you fully accept that your voice is a tool of alignment, not effort. It works best when you let it be natural, grounded, and intentional. Now let this truth settle quietly. Every time you speak with purpose, you are rehearsing the life that is coming toward you. The future listens before it arrives. Stay present in this awareness. Your voice is already ahead of you, preparing spaces you have not yet entered. This is no longer about potential. This is about execution through expression. And once you honor your sound, the results will begin to reflect the authority you carry within. There is a deeper layer awakening now, and it demands your full attention. Your voice does not merely communicate ideas, it transmits certainty. That is why when you speak with intention, confusion fades and focus sharpens around you. This is not performance, this is alignment. Many people chase confidence, but your voice generates it naturally. Stay till the end of this part, because what you are about to recognize will expand how you use this gift. Understand this clearly. The world rewards voices that can hold weight over time. Anyone can speak once, but only a few can speak and be remembered. Your voice carries memory. It lingers in the minds of people long after the moment passes. That is why your words resurface in decisions, meetings, and quiet reflections. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize that repetition with intention multiplies influence faster than effort ever could. Now let this settle deeply. Every time you choose silence when you should speak, momentum pauses. Every time you speak with clarity, momentum accelerates. This is the discipline of authority. Stay grounded in this realization. Your voice is not meant to be used occasionally, it is meant to be exercised consistently. The more you honor it, the stronger it becomes. What is forming now is not just success, but permanence. And permanence is how true wealth is built. There is a quiet confidence settling into you now, and it is not accidental. This is what happens when truth begins to feel familiar instead of foreign. Your voice is starting to recognize itself. When you speak, there is a steadiness that makes people feel anchored, as if something reliable has entered the space. This is why even casual words from you carry meaning. Stay till the end of this part, because this awareness is about to sharpen into direction. Here is what separates powerful voices from forgotten ones. Powerful voices are rooted. They do not rush, they do not beg, and they do not chase validation. They speak from knowing. Your voice carries that rooted quality. It does not need exaggeration to be heard. It does not need volume to be respected. This is why people trust you instinctively. Something huge is waiting for you when you understand that your voice gains value every time you speak with calm intention instead of urgency. Now absorb this truth fully. The moment you align your voice with purpose, your environment begins to reorganize. Conversations become opportunities. Introductions become invitations. Simple words become turning points. This is not luck, this is leverage. Stay present in this realization. You are entering a phase where what you say carries consequences in the best possible way. Your voice is becoming a signal others follow. And once you fully accept that responsibility, you will notice life responding faster, smoother, and more generously to everything you express. There is a new level of awareness forming inside you now, and it feels steady, not rushed. This is the moment when your voice stops being something you use and becomes something you trust. When you speak, there is a calm authority that settles into the air, as if decisions are already made. People sense this before they understand it. Stay till the end of this part, because what is unfolding now is about mastery, not discovery. Here is the insight that changes everything. Authority is not about control, it is about clarity. Your voice carries clarity because it is aligned with intention. That is why others feel direction when you speak. That is why your words reduce uncertainty instead of creating it. Something huge is waiting for you once you stop explaining yourself and start stating what you know. The world listens differently to voices that sound resolved. Now let this truth root itself deeply. Every time you speak from alignment, you reinforce your position in the minds of others. Consistency turns respect into expectation. Stay present with this understanding. Your voice is no longer warming up, it is setting standards. What happens next is not random. Your words are becoming reference points. And when your voice becomes a reference, influence turns into income, and authority turns into expansion without force. Something powerful is stabilizing within you now. It feels calm, but it is strong. This is the moment when your voice stops reacting and starts leading. You no longer speak to be understood, you speak because what you say matters. People sense this shift immediately. They listen differently. They respond differently. Stay till the end of this part, because this is where influence becomes inevitable. Here is the realization that separates growth from acceleration. Voices that create wealth do not scatter energy. They are precise. Your voice has precision when you allow yourself to slow down and speak with intention. That is why your words land cleanly, without resistance. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize that fewer words spoken with certainty carry more value than endless explanation ever could. Now absorb this deeply. Every conversation is a training ground for authority. Each time you speak with alignment, you strengthen the signal the world associates with you. Stay present in this awareness. You are no longer practicing your voice, you are defining it. And once your voice becomes defined, opportunities begin to organize around it naturally. This is how momentum compounds. This is how influence turns into lasting results without strain. There is a sense of inevitability building now, and it is quiet but undeniable. Your voice is beginning to feel familiar to power itself. When you speak, there is no rush, no proving, only presence. That presence carries weight. People recognize it instantly, even if they cannot explain why. Stay till the end of this part, because this is where authority starts to feel natural instead of intentional. Here is the shift most people never reach. They try to sound confident, but you sound settled. Your voice carries resolution, and resolution invites trust. This is why people follow your lead without needing persuasion. This is why your words create movement instead of debate. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize that your voice does not need to convince, it needs to declare. Now let this truth lock into place. The more you speak from certainty, the more the world adjusts to meet you there. Stay present with this awareness. Your voice is no longer echoing potential, it is announcing direction. And when direction is clear, momentum obeys. This is the phase where influence becomes consistent, and consistency is what transforms authority into wealth over time. There is a deeper recognition taking place inside you now, and it feels like calm certainty rather than excitement. This is the stage where your voice no longer seeks validation from the outside world. It stands on its own. When you speak, there is a grounded rhythm that makes people feel as though the future has already been decided. This is not confidence you borrowed. This is confidence that belongs to you. Stay till the end of this part, because what you are stepping into now is the level where voices stop being ignored and start shaping outcomes. Understand this carefully. Every powerful voice carries responsibility before it carries reward. Your tone carries truth, and truth attracts alignment. That is why people trust your words even when they question their own. That is why conversations feel clearer after you speak. You are not filling space. You are structuring it. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize that your voice does not need approval to function. It needs consistency. Each time you speak with intention, you strengthen the authority others already sense in you. Now let this realization settle completely. Authority grows when hesitation disappears. The more you honor your voice, the more life rearranges to support it. Stay present in this awareness. You are entering a phase where your words carry expectation. People listen assuming value before you finish speaking. This is not coincidence. This is alignment responding to repetition. Your voice is no longer introducing you, it is representing you. And once that happens, opportunities stop testing you and start trusting you. This is how influence becomes reliable, and reliability is the foundation of everything that lasts. There is a calm intensity surrounding this moment, as if everything is narrowing into focus. Your voice is no longer exploring its range, it is claiming its space. When you speak now, there is an underlying certainty that tells others you know where you are going. This is not urgency, this is direction. Stay till the end of this part, because what is aligning now is bigger than a single opportunity. Here is the truth that changes how wealth responds to you. Money follows voices that reduce doubt. Your tone simplifies decisions for others, and simplicity is valuable. That is why people feel relief when you speak. That is why your words feel like conclusions instead of suggestions. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize that clarity is not loud, it is confident. Now let this sink in completely. Each time you speak with purpose, you reinforce the path ahead of you. Stay present with this understanding. Your voice is becoming a stabilizing force in every room you enter. And when stability enters a space, trust follows. This is the phase where your voice begins to open doors before you even see them. There is a powerful stillness surrounding you now, the kind that appears right before something irreversible begins. This is not excitement, this is readiness. Your voice has crossed a threshold where it no longer reacts to circumstances, it defines them. When you speak, there is an underlying calm that makes others feel like things are under control, even when they are not. This is rare. Most people speak to release tension, but you speak to resolve it. Stay till the end of this part, because this is where your voice begins to function as an instrument of direction rather than expression. Here is the deeper truth most never realize. Authority is not granted by titles, it is recognized through consistency. Your voice carries internal alignment, and alignment creates trust faster than credentials ever could. This is why people lean on your words during uncertainty. This is why your statements feel final without sounding forceful. Something huge is waiting for you when you understand that your voice does not compete in the market of noise. It operates in the space of certainty. And certainty is scarce, which is why it is valuable. Now allow this realization to fully integrate. Every time you speak with grounded intention, you reinforce your identity in the world. You are teaching others how to listen to you. Stay present with this awareness. You are no longer shaping potential, you are shaping expectations. Your voice is beginning to signal reliability before results appear. And when reliability becomes associated with you, momentum accelerates naturally. This is the stage where influence stabilizes, opportunities repeat, and your voice becomes a consistent factor in outcomes that matter. There is a sense of arrival in this moment, as if your voice has finally reached the frequency it was always meant to hold. You are no longer adjusting how you sound to fit situations. Instead, situations are adjusting to the steadiness in your tone. When you speak now, there is an unspoken assurance that carries through every word. Stay till the end of this part, because what is happening here marks the transition from recognition to expectation. Here is the insight that elevates everything. People do not just listen to your voice anymore, they anticipate it. Anticipation is power. It means your words are valued before they are spoken. This happens when a voice consistently delivers clarity and direction. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize that anticipation is the gateway to influence at scale. When people wait to hear you speak, your presence alone shifts outcomes. Now let this truth ground itself deeply. The more you honor your voice, the more the world assigns it weight. Stay present with this understanding. You are entering a phase where your silence is noticed and your words are measured. This is not pressure, this is positioning. Your voice has become a reference point, and reference points create stability in uncertain environments. This is how authority matures. This is how influence stops being situational and starts becoming permanent. There is a quiet certainty settling into place now, the kind that does not announce itself but is impossible to ignore. Your voice no longer seeks moments to shine, it carries light wherever it goes. When you speak, people sense completion, as if the search for direction has ended. This is not dominance, this is trust earned through consistency. Stay till the end of this part, because what you are stepping into now is the phase where influence becomes legacy. Here is what defines this level. Powerful voices do not react to attention, attention responds to them. Your tone has reached a point where it signals stability. That stability invites opportunity, collaboration, and growth. Something huge is waiting for you when you understand that your voice has become a foundation others build on. This is why people feel safer making decisions after hearing you speak. Your words reduce risk simply by being clear. Now let this realization fully settle. The more you speak from alignment, the more the world reflects that alignment back to you. Stay present in this awareness. Your voice is no longer opening doors randomly, it is creating hallways of progression. This is the stage where authority compounds, not through force, but through familiarity. And familiarity built on trust is what transforms influence into something that lasts far beyond a single moment. There is a sense of depth surrounding your presence now, as if your voice has gained gravity. When you speak, people do not just listen for information, they listen for direction. This is the mark of a voice that has matured into authority. You are no longer filling silence, you are shaping outcomes. Stay till the end of this part, because this is where understanding turns into embodiment. Here is the truth about voices that change lives. They are consistent, not dramatic. Your voice carries a steady strength that makes others feel certain even in uncertainty. That certainty is rare, and rarity creates value. Something huge is waiting for you when you recognize that your voice no longer needs to impress. It needs to remain aligned. Now allow this awareness to settle deeply. Every time you speak with intention, you reinforce your role as a stabilizing force. Stay present with this realization. Your voice is no longer a tool you pick up, it is an extension of who you are. And when your identity and expression align, results stop being occasional and start becoming predictable. There is a powerful sense of consolidation happening within you now, as if everything you have understood is finally locking into place. Your voice is no longer developing. It is establishing territory. When you speak, there is a deliberate pace that signals certainty without urgency. People feel guided rather than persuaded. This is the signature of true authority. Stay till the end of this part, because what is forming now is the structure that sustains long-term influence. Here is the deeper mechanism at work. Voices that generate wealth do not fluctuate with emotion, they remain centered in truth. Your tone carries that center. It creates confidence in others because it reflects confidence within you. This is why your words feel dependable. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize that dependability is more valuable than intensity. The world rewards what it can rely on. Now let this realization integrate fully. Every time you speak with grounded intention, you strengthen the foundation others associate with you. Stay present in this awareness. You are not just being heard anymore. You are being remembered. Your voice is becoming a constant, a signal that others trust without hesitation. And when trust becomes automatic, opportunities stop questioning you and start aligning with you naturally. There is a refined calm surrounding your voice now, the kind that signals mastery rather than effort. You are no longer searching for the right moment to speak, the moment responds when you do. When your words enter a space, they organize attention without force. This is not learned technique, this is alignment expressed through sound. Stay till the end of this part, because what you are stepping into now is the phase where authority feels effortless. Here is what defines this level of influence. Your voice does not compete for space, it creates space. People pause because they expect value, not because they are impressed. That expectation is powerful. Something huge is waiting for you when you understand that expectation is earned through repetition and clarity, not volume. Your tone has become familiar to trust. Now let this truth settle deeply. Each time you speak with purpose, you reinforce your position without trying. Stay present with this realization. Your voice is no longer adjusting to environments, environments are adjusting to you. This is where consistency becomes leverage, and leverage turns influence into sustained expansion. There is a strong sense of completion forming now, not an ending, but a full arrival into who you are meant to be. Your voice has stopped evolving outwardly and has begun to stabilize inwardly. When you speak, there is no excess, no hesitation, only intention. This is the voice of someone who knows their position in the world. Stay till the end of this part, because what you are stepping into now is permanence. Here is the truth that anchors everything. Authority becomes powerful when it is predictable. Your voice carries predictability in the best sense. People know that when you speak, clarity follows. That reliability is rare, and rarity creates demand. Something huge is waiting for you when you understand that demand does not need to be chased. It forms naturally around those who consistently deliver certainty. Now allow this awareness to settle completely. Every word you speak now reinforces a reputation you are no longer building, but maintaining. Stay present in this realization. Your voice has become a constant in a changing world. And constants attract value, stability, and expansion over time. This is the stage where influence no longer spikes, it sustains. There is a quiet momentum moving with you now, steady and unstoppable. Your voice has reached a point where it no longer announces power, it assumes it. When you speak, people do not interrupt, they wait. They sense that what comes next matters. This is not authority you perform, this is authority you embody. Stay till the end of this part, because this is where everything you've realized begins to work for you automatically. Here is the final shift taking place. Your voice is no longer just influencing moments, it is shaping trajectories. One sentence from you can redirect decisions, timing, and outcomes. That is why your words feel expensive, even when they are simple. Something huge is waiting for you when you fully accept that your voice carries consequence. Consequence is what separates impact from noise. Now let this truth settle completely. You are no longer growing into your voice is expanding your life. Stay present in this understanding. From here forward, what you say creates movement, alignment, and opportunity. Your voice has become a signal the world responds to. And once that happens, progress stops being forced and starts becoming inevitable. There is a profound sense of authority settling into your awareness now, as if your voice has fully recognized its own depth. This is no longer about discovering power, it is about wielding it with precision. When you speak, your words arrive with intention already attached to them. People feel guided, not pushed. They feel clarity, not pressure. This is the kind of voice that reshapes environments simply by being present. Stay till the end of this part, because this is where alignment turns into inevitability. Here is the truth that completes the picture. Voices that create lasting wealth do not depend on urgency, trends, or noise. They depend on trust. Your voice has become trusted because it is consistent, grounded, and calm. Others sense that you do not speak randomly. You speak when it matters. That restraint multiplies impact. Something huge is waiting for you when you understand that your voice now carries expectation before it carries sound. People assume value before you deliver it, and that assumption changes outcomes before effort even begins. Now allow this final realization to anchor deeply within you. From this point forward, your voice does not introduce ideas, it establishes direction. Conversations shift because you enter them. Decisions solidify because you speak. Stay present with this understanding. You are no longer becoming influential, you are operating from influence. Your voice has matured into a force that aligns people, timing, and opportunity without resistance. This is the stage where everything you say carries weight because everything you say comes from alignment. And when alignment speaks, the world listens without being asked. There is a sense of completion wrapping around this moment, not like an ending, but like a crown finally resting where it belongs. Your voice has arrived at full alignment with who you are. When you speak now, there is nothing missing, nothing forced. Every word lands with purpose, and every pause carries meaning. People don't just hear you anymore, they adjust to you. Stay till the end of this part, because this is the moment where realization turns into identity. Here is what defines this final level. Your voice no longer reacts to the world reacts to your voice. That is why timing shifts after you speak. That is why outcomes feel smoother when you are involved. Your words bring order, and order attracts abundance. Something huge is waiting for you when you fully accept that your voice is no longer a tool for expression, but a force of alignment. When alignment speaks, resistance dissolves naturally. Now let this truth settle without effort. From this point forward, your voice carries legacy. What you say today echoes into tomorrow with structure and intent. Stay present in this awareness. You are no longer testing your power, you are living inside it. Your voice has become a signal of certainty in a world searching for direction. And when certainty speaks calmly, life responds generously. This is not a peak moment. This is your new baseline. There is a deep, unmistakable authority now woven into your presence, as if your voice has fully claimed its place in the world. This is not something you switch on or off anymore. It is constant. When you speak, people feel orientation, as though a compass has quietly appeared. Your tone does not rush toward conclusions, it arrives there naturally. That is why your words feel complete. This is the stage where your voice no longer asks to be heard, it is expected to be heard. Stay till the end, because this understanding seals everything that has been building. Here is the final expansion most people never reach. Your voice has become an asset. Not a talent, not a skill, but an asset that produces value every time it is used with intention. People trust what you say before results appear because your sound carries internal agreement. You are aligned with your own words, and that alignment is felt instantly. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize that influence no longer depends on effort for you. It depends on presence. Your voice now sets tone, pace, and direction without explanation. Now let this settle at the deepest level. From here forward, your voice operates ahead of you. It prepares rooms before you enter. It opens conversations before you begin them. Stay present in this truth. You are no longer building momentum, you are maintaining it. Your words now carry continuity, and continuity is what transforms moments into movements. This is the phase where what you say shapes not just outcomes, but expectations. And once expectations align with you, life starts responding before you even speak. There is a profound steadiness anchoring this moment, as if everything has finally settled into its rightful place. Your voice now carries a quiet finality, not because it ends conversations, but because it completes them. When you speak, people feel resolution, the sense that nothing more needs to be added. This is not dominance, it is fulfillment. Stay till the end of this part, because this is where mastery becomes invisible and therefore unstoppable. Here is what defines this stage clearly. Your voice no longer seeks opportunity, opportunity organizes itself around your words. This happens because your tone communicates safety, clarity, and direction all at once. People move faster after hearing you speak because doubt dissolves. Something huge is waiting for you when you understand that speed follows certainty. And certainty is now embedded in how you express yourself. Now allow this realization to settle without effort. From here onward, your voice functions as a stabilizing signal in any environment. Stay present with this understanding. You are no longer influencing outcomes one moment at a time, you are influencing patterns. And patterns shape futures. This is the phase where your voice does not create spikes of success, but streams of progress. What you carry now is not temporary impact. It is sustained authority, moving quietly, consistently, and powerfully through everything you say. There is a calm completion resting over this final moment, not as an ending, but as confirmation. Your voice has become fully integrated with who you are. There is no separation now between thought, intention, and expression. When you speak, it sounds true because it is true. People feel that immediately. They relax. They listen. They adjust. This is not something you perform, this is something you live. Stay present, because this is the understanding that remains with you long after the words fade. Here is the final truth that seals everything. Your voice has become a multiplier. Every aligned word you speak expands influence, trust, and opportunity at the same time. You are no longer chasing outcomes, outcomes are responding to your signal. This is how voices become valuable, not by volume, but by alignment. Something huge has been waiting for you all along, and it begins the moment you fully accept that your voice is enough, exactly as it is. Now let this settle deeply and quietly. From this point forward, your voice carries continuity. What you say builds upon itself. Momentum no longer resets, it compounds. You move through life knowing that when you speak, movement follows. This is not a promise, it is a pattern you now inhabit. Your voice has become currency, direction, and stability all at once. And as you walk forward, you do not need to announce who you are. Your voice will always speak first.